Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's reading is going to be a collective reading, and this topic is something that if you're drawn to it, there's definitely a message in it for you. If as you hear the message you are getting triggered, then all the more reason this message is definitely for you. Alright, and you need to pay attention to it, because no matter how triggered you are, just know that we get triggered only if there is some truth in what we are listening to. Alright, otherwise why would we get triggered? Now today's topic is a very important one, because it says what is no longer serving you. And that's what's written on the thumbnail, but the entire reading is actually about what no longer serves you and yet you don't walk away from it. Alright, so this is very important, and that's why it's a collective reading, because this is one general message for anyone who comes here to this channel. Alright, and it is very imperative for us to know in what cycles we are stuck, or certain patterns that we keep repeating, or someone in our life is there maybe who's toxic, or a situation is no longer serving us, a career is not serving us, and we know that deep down inside, we know that, but we just do not walk away from it, and we are at the threshold of a great new life, but we are stuck. Alright, so we are going to take a look at whatever it is that we can. I have not written any questions for today's reading. I'm just winging it. Whatever comes through, I will let you know. And that's why it's a collective message, because it was very strong. And before I do a reading for you, when I decide on a topic, I first do a reading for myself. All right. And I was actually shocked at what came through for me. And I didn't even realize it. I would not have realized it. And I feel I'm very connected, and I think I know what I'm doing. But there are little things which come up which you just overlook. And I feel that I have been pretty balanced, taking care of things. But when something comes out and it's explained so beautifully, and then I realize that I've just been overlooking it, So I just hope this reading is helpful. And if there is something that you're overlooking, if there is something that can help remove blockages in your life to give you the best life, then this reading is definitely for you. But don't force fit anything. If everything is going absolutely fine and nothing of this reading, as you're listening to it, you feel that this is not for you, please don't force yourself to listen to it. But chances are, if you have stumbled upon this reading, if there's something that's caught your eye, then there is a message in it for you. All right, but use your discernment. All right, so we are going to just use this Light Seals Tarot for today's reading. I will shuffle and pull out 8 cards. And thereafter, we've got advice cards here from the Secret Language of Color, the Prism Oracle, as well as the Moonology Oracle. Now, if I need to clarify anything from whatever cards I've laid out, we've got the Radiant Weight Tarot, and we will clarify what I need to know. All right, so let's begin, my dear seekers. All right, beautiful seekers, what is it that you need to know now? Let's see. Spirit, please come through and let the collective that's coming to this reading know what is no longer serving them. Please give me all messages that come through as to what is no longer serving the collective in their lives, and something that they are not able to see for themselves and not able to walk away from or close out. Spirit. I usually don't take out face down card, but this time I'm just letting Spirit lead. is no longer serving them and they're not willing to walk away from. Are all the cards coming in more or less? Okay. 2 more cards, Spirit. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So, what is not serving you, my dear seekers? And something that you're not able to, walk away from or close out the cycle. Something that you're not seeing perhaps, or if you're seeing, you've just gotten used to it. Well, first and foremost, looking at the bottom of the deck energy is that you are not able to make up your mind. You are not even able to make up your mind whether this is serving you or not, whether you should walk away from it or not. How should you prioritize your life? You don't know. With the 3 of Wands in reverse, maybe you have a dream and you're not able to make up your mind whether the family is more important or your dream is more important, and how can you make these things happen. Now, before I carry on with this reading, this is a collective reading. I am going to bring out as many messages that I'm seeing here. Not everything will resonate with everyone. All right, maybe for some of you it's this, for some of you it's some other message. You will know because you're living your life and no one knows you better than you do. No one knows your life better than you do. So just take what resonates with you, all right? Maybe there's just that one message for you. If it clicks, it clicks, all right? So the first message, as I was saying, was that some of you don't even know what is good for you and what is not. Maybe you're getting this feeling, but you feel that if you call it out and you say, this situation is not good for me, you feel maybe you're being disloyal. But if you're sitting for the happiness of everybody and, killing your dreams, then aren't you being disloyal to yourself? And if you actually speak your dreams out to your family, if it's a strong family in which everyone's needs are met, then your needs will also be met and everyone will, adjust their life around your requirement as well. And if that's not happening, then there's something in the family dynamic that needs change. All right, so this is the first message I get. And if you are the one who's always compromising on your dreams for everyone else's happiness, then this needs to change. Because in a family, every single human being and pet is very important. All right, so everyone needs to be taken care of and there is a way to balance it out. Some days it's all about prioritizing. With this 2 of Pentacles, gives juggling energy, but you've got to prioritize. Some days something will be more important, but it can't be that everyone's everything is important except yours. It just doesn't work that way. All right, so this is for someone. The other message is 10 of Wands. Oh, you are overburdened by so many tasks. And this goes very well with this. You've taken on more than you can chew and you're doing this day by day and everyone might be praising you. You're so strong, you can do it all. And that keeps you going, pushing yourself. You are nearing exhaustion. Maybe those who are closest to you, maybe your close friends, they see it, but you just carry on. With the Hanged Man right below this, I feel you're seeing for yourself that this is unhealthy and you want to do something about it, but you're just staying there. You're just waiting for an aha moment. Maybe something will happen from somewhere and this will change. But you may get the most beautiful ideas, but if you do not actually take action and walk away, dropping your load. This person is walking away, but they're carrying all the load and the baggage with them. All right, you need to prioritize what you want. And you've got to have, whether you're living on your own, you're living with a group of people, you are basically taking more than you can chew. You are taking responsibilities, not just for yourself, of everybody else. And what you have not prioritized in this entire dynamic is yourself. You need to be in this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands, She is one powerful queen. All right, people find her so attractive. And you know why they find her so attractive? Because she knows her worth. Think Leo energy. She looks wonderful. She wants the finer things in life. She knows how to get it. She doesn't chase after everything. She just attracts things to herself because she knows she's worth it. Because no matter how you resonate, whether you're, your gender-wise, whatever you resonate as, this energy is beautiful. This is being in touch with your divine feminine. We all have masculine and feminine with us, irrespective of our gender. And it is the feminine aspect of yours, which, when it is not healthy, meaning when it's a distorted feminine, that's when you start chasing. Your masculine energy becomes stronger. You start running after things. There's no balance. You need to get your masculine, feminine energy into balance and come into this beautiful energy that the Queen of Wands is. And you are just sitting here, and it doesn't matter, right now, most of these cards are depicted as feminine, females. So you may have a tendency to think it's all for women only or girls only, but it's not. Whoever you are overburdened in your life, taking on responsibilities a lot. Even if you're staying, if say for example, there's no one else you're looking after and you're a single person looking after just yourself, you're still taking more than you can chew. Maybe at work you're taking on everything. If you look at your to-do list on a daily basis, there may be a million things on it, and you are so hard on yourself. At the end of the day, if you find a few ticks remaining, and then you carry on the next day and day after that, I don't know whether you're sleeping properly, but you feel that you need to do this. You are just not able to come out of this energy. Can anyone come out of this energy? How you feel that when all the tasks are done, you will be free? Do they ever finish? Is it so difficult to find a new task? It's not. There's always going to be work to do. But life carries on, and life is not just about work, work, and work. There's so much more to life. And you need to understand this. The Queen of Wands, she's not guilty about the finer things in life that she wants. She knows when she has to work, she'll work, but she'll still look wonderful. She'll still do what she has to do. She'll wear what she wants to wear. She'll just do what she wants. And she'll walk away from something that's not serving her. Yes, it could be from a place of ego, but it's still, what you need to take from that is the fact that she knows her worth. With the Chariot in reverse, I feel till you come into this energy, and you're very far from this energy at this time, you're not going to be able to move ahead. You can work and work, and your goals will keep, you'll feel that, all right, as soon as I finish this and reach here, then I'll take a break. But something else will come along, and you will not take that break. There'll be blocks in your life because you are not giving yourself that time, that energy. Look at that. You have the Chariot in reverse and you have the Fool in reverse. You want a new beginning. How will you get a new beginning? If you carry your load with you wherever you go. It's not about you. So you may feel, all right, everyone's told you this work, you're overburdened here. But it's not just about the work. Say you walk away from this work, but you're carrying your baggage with you. So you take on a new job. And there again you go and you take on more than you can chew. Because it is a mindset. You feel that you got to earn your bread, and what earn is for each of you is going to be different. And if it is going to be that you have to push yourself and push yourself and push yourself before you can relax, then you need to rethink. And if you want to come to this beautiful energy of the King of Pentacles, you want to have your coin in place, you want to be rich, you feel that you're going to work so much now and then you will retire and be rich, where's the guarantee? The King of Pentacles is someone who is so comfortable because they're balanced. They have worked hard, yes, but they've not been overburdened. Because if they do, then reaching this place takes even more time. If you want to reach this place, if you want a new beginning, your King of Pentacles energy is blocked because you're not able to take that leap of faith, because you carry all the same attitudes, the same burdens along with you. You're not able to change that. Maybe this is something you were taught as a kid, at home. I know I'm guilty of that as a parent, telling your child, you must work hard. There are no shortcuts to wherever it is that you want to go. That's true. You don't take shortcuts, you don't cut corners, but you have to also learn something which we weren't taught when we were kids, is that you've got to work smart. You don't have to keep taking on so much, even at the cost of your own well-being, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health. Energetically, you're being drained. You may be sleeping 8 hours, but waking up exhausted. And this is something that you need to work on. With the 4 of Swords in reverse, I don't think you're sleeping. I don't think you're taking time for yourself. You are just, even if you get some time to rest, your mind doesn't even unwind. By the time your mind decides to unwind, it's time for you to start working again. With the Hierophant here, I feel for a lot of you, first and foremost, very basic message is that you need to meditate. You need to meditate in order to be able to, calm down. In order to get messages. If you want this aha moment, you need to meditate some. And you need to ground your energy, because the Hierophant is Taurus energy. The Hangman is Pisces energy. So while you want to get those downloads from the universe, you also need to ground your energy to be able to get that and use it in your practical everyday life. You are meant to do great things, but rushing after something and taking more than you can chew is not the way there. Balance is extremely important for you. Extremely important. If you have a dream, that dream is important. The families, see, look at that. Below this is the Lovers. It's about choice. How are you prioritizing yourself? How are you prioritizing things in your life? If required, write it down. Learn how to journal. Learn how to prioritize. Prioritize on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. I know it feels like too much, but it's not. I just want to clarify the Chariot in reverse. What is the Chariot in reverse, Spirit? Three of Swords in reverse. 8 of Cups. The Chariot in reverse again from another deck. Look at that. For some of you, there has been a heartbreak situation in the past and you're not able to walk away from it, and you need to before you're able to come into balance. Alright, so if this is your situation, it may not resonate with everybody. There has been heartbreak, some sort of betrayal, and you're not able to walk away from that, and maybe you're taking on more than you can chew in order to numb this, but that's not how it's going to go. It's going to go only when you heal, and to heal you need to take some time out. Knight of Swords in reverse, bottom deck energy. When whatever has transpired in that 3 of Swords episode, maybe you've not been able to speak, your throat chakra was blocked, maybe the person who came and spoke to you said things that still play in your head and you're not able to sleep because of that. And you feel if you overburden yourself, you can numb that out. You cannot. Even scrolling will not help because you're not getting to where you want to go. My throat is blocked right now. It was going absolutely fine. With that Knight of Swords in reverse, you need to work on your chakras. First of all, work on your self-worth. You get these chakra meditations free on YouTube channel, balancing all your chakras. Some of them carry on for 3 hours and for however long, but you get a basic one for 21 minutes. Listen to it every day, just before you're going to sleep or anytime you get, and you've got to make time. You can't say you don't have time. Immediately, whether you're single or in a family, start delegating your work or reducing your workload. Your life won't stop. Nothing will go wrong in this whole world if you just stop doing all that you've taken on and work towards healing yourself. When you start healing, your chariot will be upright, your fool will be upright, you'll be able to take that leap of faith and you will come into this beautiful energy. You are being divinely guided. But do you even get those downloads when you don't even take time to rest, you don't take time to meditate, you don't take some time out? How are you going to manage it? Balance is very important. If there's one thing you want to take away from this reading is balance. Between spirituality, between your practical nature, between work, between rest, whether it's going and having some fun and working diligently when it's required. Everything is balance. Everything in nature is balance. Everything in the cosmos is balance. Balance is all that you need. You come into balance, you'll have clarity as well. And then moving forward, navigating life's challenges is going to be very easy. Is it easy to come into balance? Actually, it's not that hard. What's hard is to maintain that balance. You can do the right things, you can get there. Then can you hold it there? Because the minute you get there and you find things moving, again you start. And this is something you need to work. Right now, you're nowhere near coming to balance as well. I'm sorry about my throat. But this is you. You've been suppressing all that you want to say, either to your family members or maybe right from childhood. You've never been able to express, and this is who you actually are. But you don't come into this energy, irrespective of gender. You're focused on your coin, but you're not getting here because this is the energy that you are in. If you're in this energy, you will attract more of this energy, of burden, of too much of work, of not being able to get out of it. No one's going to come and save you, my beautiful seekers, except yourself. And when you begin, you don't even have to take it to the other end to realize that you've freed yourself. You just make up your mind today. If you're watching this reading and you're still here with me, make up your mind today. What are the things I can prioritize? What can I let go of? And if that's anxiety that's coming in, know that's from fear. Follow your intuition, follow your heart. Maybe a lot of you want to give up 5-10 things on your list immediately. Give it up. Just do what's important. Prioritize. What needs to be done daily? What needs to be done once in 2 days? What needs to be done once a week or maybe once a fortnight? Write it down. And in every day, you get planners, ready-made planners these days, in which they've given you that much time for yourself, time to do something else on a weekly basis, what you should do, goals for a weekly basis, on a weekly basis, what do you plan to do this month. You have those things. You don't need to get a fancy planner. You can do it yourself. If you do it yourself, you can make the columns the way you want it. Otherwise, you've got to fit it in into the planner, how it comes. But this is very important. And don't take this lightly. Because, you'll realize sometime down the line that you've wasted so much of time. You've lost your physical, mental, emotional health. Energetically, you're drained. And you look back and you would have felt that you've worked so hard and the universe is against you because nothing's happened. But the universe is not against you. The universe works for you. But do you do what you are meant to do to be able to receive that abundance and that blessing? Overworking yourself to a point of obsession, to numb something, to get after something, is not life. I'm going to take out some advice cards for you, beautiful seekers. This is a very important message, and all of us tend to forget this from time to time. And it's not something that we are hearing for the first time, we know. But sometimes we just get oblivious to it because we just, we actually are working, our lives are mechanical. Sometimes you just need to stop and get out of it, break that cycle. Energy. You need loads of this. And energy is waiting to come through, But you've got to rest to be able to process it. Bottom of the deck, energy, confidence. Beautiful. And you have faith below that. Have faith in yourself, have faith in the universe, and most importantly, prioritize, give yourself that time to take care of your body, to rest your mind, to meditate, to come into balance. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? This time, lilac, strengthen your faith. Remember, we got faith, bottom deck energy from this. That's double confirmation here. Oh, I'm covering there. So for a lot of you, you're disconnected with the universe. You may be really annoyed with the universe right now, that I'm putting in so much of effort, don't you see it? Of course the universe sees it. And they're waiting to give you a lot of abundance. But they're not going to give you if you're going to carry on working like this. Imagine, we say that donkeys, asses, they are beasts of burden. But even then, those who own those donkeys and asses and horses, don't you give them rest? If you find someone overworking them, overburdening them, not giving them rest, don't you actually get annoyed with the owner? But what are you doing with your own self? Overburdening yourself and not seeing it. Everyone around you can, but you don't. You're being told to have faith in the universe. The universe is going to give you everything that you need. You need to shift your mindset. You shift your mindset from a lack mindset to an abundant mindset. Work on your fears, your insecurities, and the things that you were taught. That if you don't kill yourself working, you won't get anything. That's a wrong mindset. And all right, you were taught that. There's no point in blaming your parents and your teachers and wherever you've learned this from. Because from their side, they were trying to teach you the best thing so that you live a best life. And depending on how they struggled for money, they would pass that on to you. But now you're coming to the space where you recognize that. Hereafter, the onus is with you to bring about that change. Balance your chakras. Work on your insecurities. Be very kind to yourself. First and foremost, to build your confidence, change your inner dialogue. Talk to yourself with kindness, with respect. Treat yourself with love. How you treat yourself is how you teach others to treat you. This is extremely important. I repeat it so many times in my readings. Very important. So be connected with the universe. Have faith in the universe. Understand the universe is not out to get you. And the universe is not oblivious to your efforts. But how can you enjoy the fruits of your effort if you don't take out any time for yourself? The bottom deck energy here is pink. Let love in. For some of you whom I've just clarified that chariot for, when there was this 3 of Swords energy there, which you're not trying, you're not able to get over that. Maybe you've hardened your heart and you keep yourself away from people, just burying yourself in work or in any other numbing practices. You're being told to heal your heart. So we start with the bottommost chakra, your root chakra, working on your fear, your insecurities, your abundance mindset, from your lack mindset, moving into an abundance mindset, knowing that you're divinely protected. We carry on, go on to the next, your sacral chakra. You work on your, what you're eating right, what you're consuming for your body, work on your body, work on your digestion. And then you'll find creativity and passion comes in. Then you work on your solar plexus chakra, your confidence, how you speak to yourself, your self-worth. Thereafter you go into your heart, work on releasing resentment, being in this energy of love. And that comes when you love yourself, when you prioritize yourself just as you are, in whichever way you are at this particular point of time. Not, I will love myself when I do this, or become this. No, just now as you are. And if you feel you call yourself messed up, then first and foremost, love that messed up version of yourself, and thereafter stop calling yourself messed up. Learn to talk to yourself with respect and with love. Very important. And after you work on your heart chakra comes the throat chakra. Learn to communicate what you feel from a place of authenticity. By the time you work on these 5 chakras and you get them into balance, working on yourself, being very kind to yourself, resting when you need to rest, you'll find things start showing up. You'll get more clarity in your life. Your life is coming more and more into balance. And then the road ahead seems, clear to you. You'll start seeing the abundance coming in. You'll start seeing all blockages lifting up. Believe me, take it from me. And if you don't want to believe me, or if you're skeptical because you've been working for so long and nothing has happened, then try it for 3 months. But try it correctly. Like you've worked so much, now work on yourself. Do it for 3 months and let me know when you come back. Come back and let me know whether it's helped and how difficult it was. Start with changing your inner dialogue. Start with trusting yourself and the universe and prioritizing yourself. Spirit, one last advice for beautiful collective that's here. What did I say all along? Full moon in Libra. Find a balance. Balance is your key word here. I told you there's one thing you've got to take from here. It's come into balance. I said that in the beginning. I've live shuffled. This is exactly what you need. Bottom of the deck energy. Last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. So for those of you who are stuck, whether it is in a family situation where you can't speak your mind, your heart, or whether it's this past energy that you're still clinging on to, work through your feelings. Ask yourself why you're feeling what you're feeling. Is there something in your past that is getting triggered? Understand your worth. Work on yourself. You don't need anyone to complete you. You are complete in yourself. But you need to work through your feelings. Don't run away from them. Don't numb them by doing, taking more than you can chew, by not living a balanced life. Bring that balance back. You deserve the best life. If you're here, you're worthy. Just think about one person you really, really admire. You are as worthy as that person. Every single being that is here. In fact, I would go on to say, once we've done our work, every animate, inanimate object, anything that's here has its own worth. And it's just as worthy as the next thing or the next person or the next being. And this is something we need to understand. We don't. which is why there are so many wars and arguments and whatever, because everyone thinks one thing is most superior to the other. We are not. We're all on the same page, but we don't see that as that, and we all try to get into the special status. No one is special more than the other. We are all unique, yes, but we are just the same, and we are all worthy. So my beautiful collective that's here, if you're still with me on this reading, you are worthy the way you are. Start talking to yourself with respect and with a lot of unconditional love. All right? Coax yourself gently back into balance. You'll get there sooner than you think. Make a promise to yourself that you're going to be your best friend, your biggest cheerleader, come what may, and you are complete in yourself. All right, and you find how beautifully things move. So whatever's not serving you, whether it's more work that you're taking, more than you can chew that you're taking at work, or all the family responsibilities at the cost of your own happiness, your own rest, your everything, or this past energy that you're holding on to. Could be this person's triggered it, but it goes way beyond to your childhood. Work on it. Heal your chakras. Come into balance. There's a beautiful world waiting for you so that you can live your best life. And I'm sending you so much love, a lot of strength, and all the very best. Bye-bye.